Hello everybody and welcome back to Harvestella with me, Dark Master, for Dark Master Series Gaming. In the last episode we were just doing some character building and building up the side quests that each of the characters come along with. Increase their affinity for us, which in turn increases their combat ability when we have them in our party. This episode we are going to continue with the story and head up the space elevator, hopefully to find our next story destination. So let's get going, let's see what the episode has to offer us this time. Here we are, we're still letting our farm just run out because it's, the 29th, couple of days and it's Quietus. Let's have a look at the mail. This is because we've done a lot of the side quests in the last episode. So, monster subjugation from Shirka. I apologise for keeping you waiting, but I have finished the necessary preparations required if we are to subdue the Nereidine. I am afraid I must rely on your strength once more. We must cleanse the waters without delay for the sake of the people of Argene. I'll be waiting for you at the Divine Seas-like cave. I want out of jail. Blocking priest. I'm writing you this letter from inside my cell. Did you hear the stories about the ghosts that haunt this place? I hear stuff at night, you know. It's like a kokono sound, but whatever it isn't human. I think the geezer who got caught with me can hear it too. It's probably the grieving of the prisoners who faced judgment before us. What do you think's going to happen to me from that guy passing as a priest? About the future. Grandpa told me to write this letter, so here it is. Every uneventful day has passed just like the last, ever since. It's like who I really am doesn't matter. I think about it every now and then, but then I remind myself that Grandpa never cared who I was, and he probably never will. Anyway, sorry for causing you all that trouble, Elmer. Right, yeah, like, we're just going to forgive you for setting loads of monsters on us. But, yeah, whatever. All's well that ends well, I guess. Right, so let's collect everything from these lovely machines. Let's chuck it all away. Right, we are going to feed the animals as well. So what do we need? We need 3 eggs. We're going to need the milk. So we're going to have to run over there quickly as well. What else do we have? We want some more vegetable jam, so we're gonna put some vegetables in. Right, we're running out of Stella wheat. Is it 12 we need? So we need 14. 14? Is that right? I think it is. We'll see what happens. 9 dress lettuce for the jam. Does the fermenter need some as well? I think it does. We'll leave the dress lettuce and we'll go for something else. What about some of these? There we go. Definitely need 9 of these. Is that everything? We'll take these so we can feed the animals. Right, let's see what we can do then. So, we'll go for dressed lettuce. We can't do the milk yet. We needed some grass. Grass and milk. Now we did get a feed maker level 2, so we should be able to mass produce more. We'll insert the feed. going to take a look over to this section to get some of the sacred wood. Right, we'll see what milk we've got the most of. We'll just go for normal at the moment. We'll put everything else into to sell. These will need harvesting.
Hello, little crappies.
Whoop. Coconuts aren't ready. Oh, we'll get these over here. Sometimes give us those crystals that we can sell, which are quite, well, which are worth selling. Nothing here. Right, let's go back and let's cook some food. Ready for our adventure. Right, what do we want to make? I think we need to make something with a bit more health gain now. Vegetable muffins. Need some iron. How much money have we got here? 31,000. What seeds do we have? Right, so we don't have much of anything, but we have made a little bit of a surplus. I'm going to sell quite a lot of, well, some of the stuff anyway. I haven't really had to make much with the syrup. Let's try selling about 50 of these. We'll sell 21 of these. How about 15 of these as well? $14 of those. Yeah, that should be alright. Well, let's see. So, sell, 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 sell. See how much money we make from all of that. And that should set us nicely.
Take it easy.
And that should set us nicely for seeds and everything during winter. I'm going to pop to Leth Village and see if we can make any upgrades.
Good morning.
So farm size, not quite yet. Yeah, okay, we'll go another level on these.
Please, come again.
Oh, you can only do one thing at a time. Right, so we'll do the other one the following day. We don't have to fill it out with an animal straight away, but it is done. Let's take a look at the blacksmithy, see if we can upgrade our weapons any further.
Come on in.
Right, well we can upgrade this. I'm not sure what material that is we need, but we can't go any further.
Cheers.
Right, there we are. Well, we've got the highest level weapon that we can get so far. Do we have a Conaloo doll? Does it tell us how many we've got? Fallen dolls found in a variety of places. Right, I'm not sure how many we've got, so we'll have to wait in order to spend them. Oh, okay, so we can get some more Toto Kaku feed. You know what? Let's go for it. Casket record end. Record of a nation known as Casket was finally able to make contact with Casket, a young man with red hair. He was younger than I expected, being the leader of these nomads. No, too young, when you consider how long he has been with them. Recognised my illness, offered me a silver apple and said, "Eat this and you'll be cured." And I believed him wholeheartedly. I must feed these apples to the family I left behind in Eden too. Okay. A silver apple, eh? Oh, it's not even here that I need to go, is it? It's the Castle of Illusion. Yeah, we'll go up the space elevator Virgilius. That's where we're heading. And we just need to explore this area.
was a walk in the park.
We can't go there. We can't fall off, and that's a good realization as well. Right, it looks as though there's a chest over there. That's the next lift. Let's just explore over here a second, see if there's any chests over here. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there's another lift here as well. So where's that one take us then? Oh, it's all confusing. Oh, there's something over here.
You have my gratitude.
Oh, this one goes down. Oh, Conaloo doll. Well, I am happy about that. Glad we chose that way after all that. We've got the centre. We've got a fear monster over there. Let's fight these.
Shall we begin?
Right, so we're going over that section. But what's over here? This thing's going to be well out of our level range.
I think this battle is best avoided.
What's it called? An interstellar observer. Yeah, we'll be leaving that one well alone. Is this the maintenance block? No, this is the... Oh, it's Geist. What took you so long? Geist? Where have you been? I could ask you the same question. I've been in the cradle. I wasn't expecting you to climb up through the inner framework of the space elevator. You should know what happened Callistephus interfered with the signals. We'll have a hard time overriding them now. So, how far away are we from the maintenance block now? This is roughly the halfway point. Ugh. Now that you're here, allow me to show you around the facility. That will make it easier for you to digest what I have to say next. Is that alright, Dianthus? I suppose so, even though Callistephus won't approve. We can't keep it a secret forever. Very well then, come with me. Seas Light Factory. Isn't this the Seas Light? What is it doing here? This is its precursor, Proto-Seas Light, you could call it. The 4 Seas Light that you know are mass-produced models that were built from the original data in this prototype. You mean to say the Seas Light are... You've probably figured it out. The Seas Light are machines that we built. That's ridiculous. If you're going to lie to us, at least make it a bit more convincing. I mean, you aren't serious. We can't argue with what we see right in front of us though. I knew it was a good idea to bring you here. You're already starting to understand. The Seas Light was built by AI. I don't want to believe it, but does that mean the Red Queen was your... In order to explain that, I will need to outline the whole sequence of events. Should I start from the beginning? Yes. Very well. When Lost Gaia became uninhabitable, humanity entrusted its future to us, artificial intelligence. However, Lost Gaia was already a dead planet, so we began to study its life with the intention of reviving it. The planet's life. That research led us to the Astrum Cell and its analysis. The Astrum Cell, that's what you were studying in the research facility on Lost Gaia, isn't it? Yes, it's a structure in the centre of the Red Queen. We theorised that it's where the planet's genes were stored. Our theory was on the right track. Gene may not be the right word for it, rather the Astrum Cell acted as a blueprint for life on the planet. We call that blueprint the Gaia genome. Gaia genome, so planets have DNA just like other living things do. Yes. Upon analysing the Gaia genome, we formulated a plan. That plan was called the Re-Gaia program. We intended to create a clone of Lost Gaia by duplicating the Gaia genome on another planet. What's a clone? It means a copy. With our technology, we could use an organism's genes to create an identical copy of it. The Omens wanted to do the same thing, but with a whole planet. That's right. The Seas Light was originally a device to turn the planet Re-Gaia into a clone of the Earth. It was a machine built to implant the Earth's seed into another planet. That seed, the Gaia genome, would then grow into an exact copy of the Earth. So that's why Seas Light looks so much like the Red Queen. Replicating a whole planet, is that even possible? Well, Arya might be able to answer that. The whole reason I thought I'd time travelled was because my surroundings resembled Earth so closely. I mean, it did have its peculiarities, like monolight and magic, but everything else, like the climate, conditions and the environment, was the same. So I suspected it might have been a time disaster. But why would you go to all that trouble? It was all part of the plan to create a planet that humans could inhabit. Our orders were to preserve humanity. Since we couldn't use Lost Gaia, we urgently needed a new environment to support human life. If that meant another planet, then so be it. Our plan worked until a certain point. The first and second machines were to cultivate the ocean and the land. The third maintained favourable conditions for life. Then the fourth kept the ecosystem in order, skipping over evolution. Regaia came to life quickly. It was as if the history of Earth was being replayed in fast forward. Before long, the planet was a Mother Earth, nurturing a vast number of lives. We thought that it wouldn't be long before we could get humanity to live there too. I see, it was an act of evolutionary molecular engineering. But then wait, in that case This is all going over my head, to be honest. I can't believe that the seas light are artificial. But if he says so, I guess that's the history of our planet. If not for the Regaia program, we wouldn't be alive. That's true, but the Regaia program is still in progress. It is, but humans are living on Regaia. It's already habitable, isn't it? You're right, the planet is habitable now, but there's one big problem with it. Quietus. Exactly. Quietus was not part of the plan. But it has been the one major setback to the Regaia program. At this rate, history will only repeat itself, and the planet will come to the same end as Lost Gaia did. So it wasn't the Omens who were causing Quietus. Of course not. Why would we want to destroy something we created with our own hands? What did you mean by Quietus bringing Lost Gaia to an end, though? You know the light particles that flow through the air during Quietus? That's Gaia dust. It's the same stuff that covered the planet when Lost Gaia died. If we do nothing to intervene, then Regaia will also turn into a dead star. It will be reduced to a barren wasteland like you saw on Lost Gaia. Oh no, isn't anything we can do? There is something. That is why I am bringing you all to the cradle. What? You found a way to fix Quietus? This is the first I'm hearing of it. I have made a breakthrough. It is the only way. Now then, that's enough talk. You're still climbing up to the cradle, aren't you? There's a long way to go. Well, let's go over here and pick up this chest. And we'll have a look at that console in a second as well. I've got a Philosopher's Stone. So let's see what this says. Which explanation do you want to read? Sees like number 1. This model improves upon the low establishment rate of previous models. Loading capacity was increased by 23% compared to previous models by reducing its impact resistance during descent. Will descend south of the planned Pangaea formation. After creating the ocean, it will remain on the sea floor. Operating time is short, but tuning is required at regular intervals. Use life seeds equipped for tuning. Number 2. Seas like number 2. Its purpose is to form Pangaea within the ocean created by seas like number 1. The process will encourage the astrum cell to form the planet's crust and amplify its mass. Number 3. Seas Light number 3, a tower of life that optimizes the planet via translation of the established Astrum cell, will emulate the climate of Los Gaia upon Pangaea, thereby creating an environment that is conducive to life. Number 4 serves as backup for the other Seas Light, also responsible for running evolutionary protocols. Will descend in mountainous terrain. Its payload capacity is improved by 37% more than that of model number 1. And let's see what the last one, the Proto Seas Light, construction suspended. An early Seas Light prototype, construction has been suspended. The plan will now involve implantation of the Astrum cell in stages by partitioning the system's functions. Right. So where are we going now then? This way.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's go this way first and get this chest. Ooh, 5-star crystals. Lovely, we can sell those. Let's have a look here. This goes up. We've got multiple lifts that we can use. Right, what did we... Let's try this lift first. Or is this one that needs repairing? We don't have a repair kit, so we'll have to just leave that one for now. We need to go on a little mission and find some empty batteries.
At this rate, your chances of survival
Ooh, that almost got us there.
are looking precarious. You have my gratitude.
Ooh, they were nasty. To the space elevator. What's up here then? You cannot go up while Callistephus' stop signal is inactive. Right. We know we need to go over there. It's at the maintenance block. Yep. Knew where we were going. And just wanted to see in case we were missing something. Here we go. Next. Are we actually at the maintenance block this time? Yes. We should be able to override Callistephus' stop signal from this console. Wait a moment. Does this mean we don't have to get back onto that awful scaffolding again? I was enjoying it. There, I've overwritten Callistephus' stop signal. Although once we enter the cradle, we are in their territory. Their attacks are only going to get more intense. It's no use standing here worrying about it. Let's get them up to the orbital cradle first. We'll talk later. I'm guessing we're going to need our health up.
You have my gratitude.
This is the space elevator Virgilius control system. Please choose your destination. Orbital cradle. Destination confirmed. Ready for departure. Prepare for impact. That's already activated. Well, let's continue on. This is the orbital cradle. Aria? It's as I thought. What's wrong, Aria? I expected you would be the first to realise. I bet you they're all clones. Aria, what does he mean? It would be cruel to make her speak the words from her own mouth. I will explain. This orbital cradle is a facility made to keep humans in hibernation for a prolonged period. So she realised she's been prolonged for a long time. It's a long deep sleep like animals do for winter. It reduces cell activity to the bare minimum to slow down telomere deterioration. That way you can preserve the human body in an alive state for prolonged periods of time. I believe they used to call it suspended animation in old books. Indeed. Our method doesn't actually freeze the body, but it applies a similar principle. This is a lot to take in. You create a technology that could put humans into hibernation. But that doesn't add up. You Romans made Regaia for us humans to live on, right? And we're living on Regaia now. We're not in hibernation. That's a good point. So who are these people then? You seem to have misunderstood. The people sleeping in these pods are the ones from Earth. Your kind are not descendants of Earth. Rather, you're a byproduct of the Regaia project. Who are you calling a byproduct? Your kind are a new subspecies of human that appeared within the ecosystem that the Seas Light created. A new subspecies of human? So you mean we're not originally from Lost Gaia? Exactly. But even among us, opinions are divided on whether we should treat you as humans or not. After studying your genetic makeup, we found that it was 99.99998% identical to that of the humans from Lost Gaia. So although you may be a new subspecies, you were certainly born out of the Earth's astrum cell. Speaking from a biological point of view, that is, we decided to classify you differently due to your separate origins. We called the original humans from Lost Gaia Cains, and you new humans Abels. Ah, right, so like Cain and Abel, going a little bit Christian here. And then obviously they've got Eden, abandoned Eden. Yeah, oh wow, yeah, that's a really good way to portray the story if you ask me. That's right, I do hear you calling us Abels sometimes. Well, I did wonder, like, what Abels meant. Interesting that you chose Cain and Abel from the Old Testament. Adam and Eve's first children after they were banished from heaven. So there we go, that's what I was just getting at there. The orbital cradle is also known as the Cain cradle. Several other facilities like this one exist holding Cains in hibernation. This isn't the only cradle. We intended to wake them up once Regaia was created. So inside these containers there are... Yes, the people from my time are still sleeping in there. My mom, my dad, all of my friends and fellow researchers. So Arya is different from us. That's right. Arya is a human with different origins from yours. She is a Cain. But as you said, biologically we're almost identical, so it doesn't change anything, does it? It wouldn't if the Regaia program was going to plan, but now the Quietus has brought our plan to a halt, that puts Arya in an extremely delicate position, because she is the one and only Cain who is in a wakeful state right now. More importantly though, Geist, didn't you say you found a way to resolve Quietus? If you have, then that changes the situation drastically. Now would be a good time to share that with us. That's right, if we find a way to end Quietus for good, then everyone in here can live on Regaia too, right? Yes. There's somewhere I'd like to take you so I can explain that. The results from all the research on Lost Gaia are compiled in a room above us. I will explain my plan to you there. Wow. All of these. I'm guessing there's no treasure here. You activated Heaven's Steps monolith. We feel sleepy. Hard siltstone, or siltstone, sorry. Can't go out there yet. B and C. I think we'll go for B first.
That was a walk in the park.
Oh, orichalcum. I think we're going to have to go back. Make our way back home. Right, let's drop everything we don't need into the box. Got 5 of those to get rid of as well. Let's see how much money we make in on the next day. The following day, should we say. Yeah, make some money there. Hopefully we'll level up a couple of times as well. So we have leveled up a little bit. And we made 34,000. Wow. What was our biggest seller? I think it was the sugar. 9 syrup. That was pretty decent as well. Mayonnaise. Yeah, I'm happy with that. One more day until Quietus. So we need to do as much as we can in this day, ideally. Ah, there we go. We've increased the size of this barn now. Clough Owl Pen has been upgraded to level 2. We're going to upgrade the other one to level 2 as well today. Let's check our mail. I know where we shall go first. This is from the unicorn. I kept you waiting, didn't I, my humble attendant? As suspected, the memories I have of my princess are beyond countable in number, but I finally know now where we should visit first. First on the agenda will be the splendid Nemea, with its torrents of soft pink cherry blossoms. A truly fine place to begin, wouldn't you agree? I'll wait for you there, faithful servant. The unicorn. A conclusion to the letter from Dianthus. I just received a response from the original sender of that letter. I would like to inform you of how they fared upon receipt of our answer. I also have a new letter I wish to discuss with you, so meet me on the airship again. I'll be waiting, Dianthus. He's been acting kinda weird, the innkeeper. Sorry for sending this letter out of the blue, but did something happen to Bracker recently? He's not filled with his usual vim and vigour, is all. You're his pal, ain't you? Why don't you come and see what got him all down in the dumps? Well, I mean, we can try. So let's collect everything.
Looks like Quietus is on its way.
Right, that's a bit of everything. So let's bung it all away. Right. 3 eggs. 3 milk. $14. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let's just check.
Got some crops begging to be harvested. Good morning. Hello, little crappies.
Right, we're going to harvest all these. Well, collect the eggs and the milk. That's level 2 now. I'm going to do the same with the Woolham pen as well. I'm going to upgrade that. Go, we've got the coconuts. Right, we need to make a couple more sandwiches. And we could do with a return bell as well. And that's just for the Quietus dungeon.
you later.
Space travel. You can travel directly to the facilities in outer space by going to the top of the Castle of Illusion in the airship. Orbital Cradle is where we're going. And we need to start with room C, didn't we? These will all be spawned back.
Shall we begin?
End of battle. All clear.
Shall we begin? That was a walk in the park.
You emerge into a wide open area. There don't seem to be any omens nearby. This looks like a good place to rest for a while. Take a break for a while? Yeah, why not? You enjoyed your break. Health and stamina have been replenished. Omens rush in and surround you. The omens attack.
That was a walk in the park.
Well, for what good that did then. Right, well we can open up this... Ugh, these things. Right, let's go. Oh, you shouldn't have hit us there. Never mind. I've opened this door up now.
You have my gratitude. End of battle. All clear.
A large philosophy core. So it's E we go into now. So there's laser beams here. I remember these laser beams. We'll just jump past these. So we'll go past this section. Doesn't look like we can go there just yet.
Shall we begin? That was a walk in the park.
Oh, there's a question mark over here. What's that all about? Let's take a look. There's a switch on the wall with lots of small holes around it. Yeah, let's press it, why not? You press the switch and music begins to play. The small holes are there for the music to come out of. Slow melody of the music wraps you up in a warm sense of nostalgia, like you've heard it somewhere before. There's a plate near the switch with a word written on it. It must be the name of the song, but the letters are faint and unreadable. After a short while, the music stops. While unintentional, listening to the music helped you relax. Your stamina replenished. Nice, we needed it to replenish. Where are we going next? Next teleporter. We've got another repair door there as well. Oh. Look, we didn't use that straight away. I think we'd have been dead. Let's undo this door first. Right, so this is the first floor. There's a repair door here. Can't get out yet. Looks like it's this one. Oh, what is that nasty thing? Think we need to be prepared for this one.
You have my gratitude.
There you go. See that thing later on. Or a calcum. Lovely. Wasn't too hard to defeat, to be honest. Just looked scary. Well, here's the next monolith. Seems to be a story segment here. What is this room for? This is the library, an automated archive of human knowledge that was compiled by a news company in the Common Era. The database of human history, research, culture, customs, all of human knowledge. We use it as an external storage to draw knowledge from. So this is why you omens know so much about us. What did you want to show us here then? I wanted to go over some history with you before going into my plan. Specifically, the Cain's final history. The Paradise Project. Yes, that was the last piece of research that the Cains conducted. When they realised that there was no way of stopping the Red Queen from emitting Gaia dust, they made a plan to live among it. It was called the Paradise Project. The idea was to build a barrier around the city that would prevent the invasion of Gaia dust and create a heaven on earth to live in. You saw abandoned Eden on Lost Gaia. That was a test city for the project. But that means they gave up trying to resolve the Gaia dust. They had concluded that any attempt to bring the Gaia dust under control would be a waste of time. How disappointing. In my time, we were still fighting hard to rid the world of the Gaia dust's harmful effects. That's just how much things have changed since you left. I would like you, more than anyone, to understand their decision though, because the leaders of the Paradise Project were Mr. and Mrs. Lebenthal. None other than your parents. My mum and dad did that. The Lebenthals, accomplished scholars known for their astrum cell research, concluded that eliminating Gaia dust was infeasible, and the last 2,000 years have only proven them right. Even we cannot find a solution for the Gaia dust, and we are high-level artificial intelligence. But hold on, Geist, that's not what you said before. Haven't you found a way to end Quietus? I said I'd made a breakthrough regarding Quietus. I don't recall saying I could end it. The idea of trying to end Quietus has already resulted in a great number of tragedies. Tracing it back, our arrogance is also the root cause of Lost Gaia getting trapped between dimensions. That was a consequence of the Gaia purification scheme we had been carrying out. It's our fault Lost Gaia had a territory shift. But we have to find a fix for Quietus. That's what gives us Seth hope. Don't go down that route, Dianthus. I can tell you from experience that that so-called hope is some kind of bug. Hope is a monster that feeds on wishes and consumes your thoughts. Don't rear such a destructive monster. My old personality became so obsessed with the impossible task of trying to end Quietus that I went as far as attempting a senseless massacre. Don't you remember? The star apoptosis? As long as we cling to this idea of eliminating Quietus, humanity has no future. But I get it. You're a realist. Now will you please tell us your plan? I suggest we reinstate the Paradise Project and preserve Rigaia's environment with a Quietus barrier. If humans reside within the barrier, then it will mean they can live normally throughout Quietus. Sounds claustrophobic. It does. By now you must be aware that we have manipulated information on several occasions with you, Abels. The imaginary royalty in the Castle of Illusion, the magic of the monolith. and humans accept information without questioning it because you have an imagination. You are designed to supplement the blanks in reality with your imagination. With this ability, it is easy for you to even fabricate fictional beings. That is how the concept of God came to rule over the whole world, by being replicated in humans' imaginations over and over again. If we use that creativity, then I say ensuring humanity's survival by keeping them within an enclosed space is perfectly plausible. For example, we could convince them that there are other humans living outside of paradise, or... None of this is sitting right with me. You're practically saying to our faces that we are inferior to you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. That was not my intention. It is within the nature of intelligent life to perceive situations only as far as they can see. Have you heard of the cosmic egg? The universe is a framework that is perceived subjectively. Before humans recognized the universe as a space, it was made up of only the sky, land and sea. A chick can only understand what's inside the egg, but as long as it's comfortable in there, the chick won't complain. We could recreate that on Regaia, Heaven's shell. That is my plan. So those were your true intentions. I might normally brush off such a suggestion, but with time closing in on us now... That's right, the end of this cradle's hibernation period is drawing near. What? Not even hibernation can keep cells alive forever. That is why we don't have much time to deliberate. I'd like to hand a decision over to you, Arya. What decision? I have run a simulation which confirmed that the Heaven's Shell idea could be realistically implemented. But here is the problem. In order to maintain Heaven's Shell, we would need to use all of the energy from the sea's light to power the Quietus barrier. Oh, but you can't do that. Right, what would happen to the world outside of Heaven's Shell? It would inevitably waste away after being cut off from the environmental regulation that the sea's light provided. But no, that's awful. That is the least of our worries. The problem is the area we can cover. Even using all 4 seas light, at most we'll be able to maintain a barrier with a 25 rim radius. How big is that? It's only large enough for a certain number of inhabitants. What about the people who can't enter? Won't everyone be able to fit inside? That is the problem. I will answer with the results of my simulation. According to my preliminary calculations, Heaven's Shell could fit at maximum all of the Cains sleeping in the cradle, or all of the Abels who live on Regaia. One of the two. Oh no. This is an extremely difficult ethical decision. The decision I'd like you to make, Arya, is which species of human we should keep. Our orders are to preserve humanity, so it is ethically impossible for us to eradicate one version of humanity. It would be in violation of the 3 major regulations. We cannot ask the people of Regaia to decide either as they would surely choose their own kind due to the selfish gene. And even if we wake up the Cains, the same will apply to them too. Although it is not ideal, you have at least lived on Regaia and made several acquaintances in your time there. You are in the best position to say which world is better. It is only you who can make a fair and ethical decision on which version of humanity we should carry into the future. I would like you to decide which one you feel is best for the future of humanity. I implore you, Arya, please decide for the future of humanity and the attainment of heaven. We should find another way. We should definitely find another way. We need to keep everyone, you know, like, you can't sacrifice all those people to save one lot of people, another lot of people, or vice versa. So we should definitely find another way. Don't you understand, Erica? There is no other way. We Seth have been trying to solve this problem for 2,000 years. Do you really think you'll suddenly be able to find a solution now in the short time we have? This may be asking you to think beyond your intellect, but stop clinging onto the imaginary. Sorry, Erica. Geist is right about this one. They may not be perfect, they lack decision-making skills, but at the end of the day, they are still high-level AI. Their intelligence surpassed ours a long time ago. No matter how hard we try, we won't be able to suggest a better solution than them. The days when we could afford to indulge in dreams and fantasies are over. You are right. Dreams are nothing more than humans' overly optimistic assumptions. What's more, the Paradise Project was your parents' suggestion. If there is anyone who should take responsibility for continuing where they left off, it is you. I suppose you humans would call this kind of coincidence a twist of fate. Arya. How am I supposed to make that choice? I can't. That's such a massive decision. The end of the hibernation period is drawing near, but we do have a little time. Take 2 days out to think about it. Then come to me with your answer when Quietus ends. Wow, so this is like a really big decision to be making. I wonder if there's a way that we can save everybody. Oh, where are we at here? Arya is shaken by the truth she learns of Lost Gaia and Regaia from Geist. However, there is still more to learn, and so Geist invites Erica and the others to the orbital crate. Talk to everyone. Let's start with Baraka. Arya's real family is inside the cradle. You couldn't blame her for choosing them, which is why I should kill her if I want to survive. But it's weird. I don't feel like killing her at all. All living creatures have to compete and fight for their right to survive. Just look at me. I only stand here today because of the many lives I sacrificed to get here. If Heaven's Shell were to be made a reality, I'm sure a war would ensue. That might have been the war Callistephus warned the omens about. The world will only get worse and worse, this way even without villains. there are two types of human in this world, and only one can enter heaven, then I'm at a loss as to how we're supposed to behave now. No one can answer that, not even the Holy Mother. I mean, the seas like were made by the omens. Where are we meant to go from here? Is there a light out there somewhere? Heaven's shell, was it? It was all a bit complicated for me. I couldn't really follow, but I understood that only one could survive, either the Cains or the Abels. It's so overwhelming. Just when we'd defeated Geist and we thought the world would be peaceful again. Silly me for thinking we'd kill the bad guy and live happily ever after. That only happens in fairy tales. It's extraordinary. It's hard to think that the Seas Light were omen-made machines all along. And that Heaven's Shell concept, I must admit, their science is on a whole different level. If they say that Heaven's Shell is the only solution, then I think they're probably right. It's a hard decision for Arya though. I wonder what she'll do. Dianthus. I hope Arya is alright, because I know that pain very well, the pain of losing your family. And then there's just Arya left to talk to. Oh, Erica. Heaven's Shell is humanity's only chance at survival. But it's either you new humans or us the original ones. Only one of us can survive. It's almost funny, isn't it? Alright, now you all see me as the Harbinger. I'm your enemy. I'm sure there's another way. I hate to say it, but Geist is right, sadly. I'm sorry, I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. I probably won't say anything nice in this state. I've got too many thoughts going through my head. Feels like there's a dark, heavy spirit sitting deep in my chest. I need to go home. Arya left the party. We may as well call it a day too. Chapter 7, Orbital Cradle, complete. How is Arya doing? Might be a good idea to check on her. Go and check up on Arya in Leth's village, square in the north. Well, let me just get rid of all the stuff that we've collected. Can now dig holes. Oh, okay. Can dig holes now. Your pet will dig a hole for you if you press X while mounting on your pet. Digging holes in the ground could uncover hidden entrances to caves. Oh, really? That's good to know. It's gone. Her pod isn't here. I thought you were with Arya. Do you know where she is? Well, I saw her earlier. She ran into the meteorite that was here and left. I tried calling after her, but she didn't hear me. She didn't seem herself. She looked very serious about something. I think she's gone to Lost Gaia, to her home there, to gather her thoughts, I'm guessing. You two were always together, though. I'm surprised she's not with you. I shouldn't have left her on her own. I see. I don't know what the exact situation is, but I can see that you are all fighting very hard for something. Whenever you feel lost and you don't know what to do, just remember that spirit you had in the beginning. Because you can't solve tomorrow's problems by only thinking about tomorrow. Think about how you lived in the past, how that led you to now, and where it will take you. There's no point in regretting your past, but know that everything you've experienced until now has a purpose. I think it may benefit both of you to look back over it again. Sleep in your bed. Let's have a look over here first. I want to know if there's any hidden treasure chests or anything over here, because that would be really cool if there was. Doesn't look like there is, but you never know. Well, there isn't, which is a shame, because that would have been an ideal place to put an unattainable item. Alright, so we can't just use that to teleport back home. That's unfortunate. I think it's Quietus in the following day as well. So that's probably why guys said take a couple of days. So we've leveled up. We're level 55 now. And we're on Quietus day 1. The monolight gently glows even if you touch it. So we can't even save the game. That's great. Maybe now's not the time. So what does it want us to do then? Sleep in your bed. With the whole truth revealed, Arya is faced with a difficult decision. What will she choose? Well, I wonder if we can go into here, to be fair. There are other things you could be doing right now. Well, there isn't really, because it's Quietus. And we should be able to pick up our items, but it's not going to let us, is it? Oh, it is going to let us do that, so I'm guessing that's very considerate of them to let us do this at least. That's something we forgot to do. We forgot to oh no, we weren't able to upgrade it, were we? Right, let's put everything we can into makers. We definitely need more stellar wheat. I think it's 14 we need. Right, let's see what we can put in. Is it the smoker we needed? Yeah, smoker. Oh, let's smoke one of these eggs. And I guess we're going to just have to leave it for the day. So we can't even go into the Quietus dungeon this month because of the story. So there we go. Winter Frost Day 1. Dianthus, Erica, are you awake? I apologise for showing up uninvited. What's wrong? Nothing is necessarily wrong, but... I know. Could you come to Higgin Canyon when you are ready? There is something I would like to tell you. We're going to level 3. Oh, so we can do stuff now, can we? How kind of them. Can we save yet then? No, it gently glows even if you touch it. So we can't do nothing. Right, new winter products, kind of. The season of frost is upon us. How will you spend your winter? The harsh conditions of winter sadly make it impossible to grow many kinds of crops. This is hard time for our business as well, as we deal with fewer seeds during this time. We are, however, stocked up on various items other than seeds, so I invite you to come and have a look. What I'd like to do from now on, I want to return to life where I can see the children's smiling faces every day. With that event and Rosny finally dealt with, I think I feel better, but there's still one thing left. I'd like to speak with you about it if you don't mind coming to the orphanage. I look forward to seeing you. Communique from Abandoned Eden. A message with no sender was sent to the castle. It was addressed to you, Erica. You are free to do with this message as you will. Its contents are as follows. A mysterious noise has been observed at Panthalassa Junction. Investigate it right away. Quest Toodaloo, humans. Oh. Well, that sounds pretty final. No, it won't let us interact with that. We can't harvest anything either. Right. Jam maker. Can we make chili jam? No. If not, like grapes it is. Right, looks like we have to set out and find Arya, I think. Where is it we have to go? A noble despair, with the whole truth revealed. Go and meet Dianthus at Higgin Canyon. Right.
Bye-bye.
Here we go. Erica, why did you want to talk out here? This place brings back memories. Yeah, feels like it was just yesterday. This is where we met. It is time I told you what happened that day. I remember you were broken when we met. Yes, we had lost control of the reactor. If you had decided to leave me there, then I most likely would have had my personality replaced, just like Geist. I am only able to tell you this now because you saved me that day. How did you end up in that state? It was not my intention to conceal this from you, but until that day, I had been acting alongside Geist. You sided with Geist? No. Geist wanted to save this planet. He was trying to eliminate the threat of Quietus. He was the strongest of any Seth, probably stronger than any human too. But one day, he left, concealing his location, and when he came back, he was almost unrecognisable. He had become obsessive. Looking back now, I suspect he had been to Los Gaia and back by himself. When he returned, he cut himself off from the collective consciousness and became absorbed in his own thoughts. Before long, he had resolved to destroy the planet. I objected to that. The disagreement ended in him kicking me out of his airship, and that is how I landed here. However, despite all of that, it is true that his end goal was to eliminate Quietus. So those were his true intentions. Yes. What the new Geist is saying is right. He proposed giving up on the idea of ending Quietus and living within a safe space instead. Heaven's Shell. Maybe the only route we have left. It is sad to hear that coming from him though. He was the one Seth who made every effort to end Quietus despite what anyone told him. I feel that that level of will can't be reached through logic alone. What? Don't look at me like that, Erica. Is it strange to hear that coming from me? No, not at all. I don't know anymore. I am well aware by now that my behaviour is abnormal. This is between you and me, but I think I might be malfunctioning the same way Geist did. There is a noise within my logic circuitry which cannot be put into words, a light of sorts. It has been growing ever louder since you defeated me in the Castle of Illusion. Are you broken? No, there are no problems with my hardware, but the pattern in my logic has changed. Frankly speaking, I have high hopes for you. Based on just specs alone, you shouldn't have been able to defeat me. Not to mention how you miraculously defeated Geist, who had the planet's power as backup. The odds were 1 in a million. To be honest, I was too wrapped up in Geist's idea of the proper death, as many of us were. But you said that we couldn't let a single person die. You were the one and only person who could say that to his face. I just said it as it was. And that's your strong point, in my opinion. I will let you in on something. Not even we are perfect, and there is no such thing as a theory without holes, because all events in this world unfold from possibilities. How reality is defined depends on existence probability. Among the many factors that may alter the possibilities, monolite is the most pivotal. The principle that you can use magic from monolite, probability theory, is involved there. I can't tell you the specifics, but all you need to know is that the monolite is at the hypocenter of those variations. The truth is, when you fought with Geist, or whenever you fought hard to accomplish something, for that matter, the monolite demonstrated abilities that far exceeded its specs, as if in response to your determination. It is almost as though the monolite had a will of its own. So you're saying this is alive? That I do not know, but I will let you in on something confidential. Even though it is we who made the monolite, we do not actually understand how it brings about magic. It is likely that the situation will unfold as Geist speculated. But if something about that does not sit right with you, even if it is just a faint feeling, then resist what is correct. You humans have a heart. Believe it when it whispers to you. If anyone can do that, it is you. During the Common Era, people once tried to fly, despite harsh criticism from those around them. The idea was brushed off as an unrealistic fantasy. The same happened again to the people who tried to defy gravity, break through the atmosphere, and take off into space. Throughout history, those who changed the world were always wrong, according to the common knowledge of the time. Even the first protobiont to clamber out of the sea onto land was most likely an anomaly among its kind. Such unattainable fantasies, those ridiculous ideas. They only came to fruition because of your human ability to dream. That is how humanity has written its history. It is unreasonable that you would lose that ability just because we appeared. We are superior only in intellect. So make this decision for yourself. It is not for someone else to choose. You are the only one in the world who can make that decision. As far as I can observe, that is the one function that you human beings have. So we're asleep in our bed now. Oh, wants to dig a hole. Yeah. You dug to the entrance of Hidden Cave. Well, let's have a look in this cave then. Salmon and veg hot pot recipe. Nice. There's some here as well, yeah. Keep pressing the wrong button. We might as well dig because we can't do anything else. Let's have a look in here then. Wise man's root. Might as well have a look around. Renewed earth orb recipe. Nice. Right, I think it's time to go back. We'll use the monolite here if it'll let us. Let's sleep. You meet with Geist tomorrow. What is Arya up to? Her pod still isn't back. Try and talk things through with her properly tomorrow. Chapter 8, A Noble Despair. Jabberwocky. That should be the last of the documents for the Paradise Project. Thank you, Jabberwocky. Why do you want to know about it all of a sudden, though? It's complicated, huh? Oh, Arya, wait a sec. There's one more here. Can I see it? Looks like a list of names for a critical experiment. That's... So they probably found out what our past is now, because we just appeared abruptly at the beginning of the game without any memory of where we were from. Your meeting with Geist is today. You should talk to Arya. Well, if it's going to let me save, that would be better. Let's search this here. That's Arya's handwriting. Erica, I'm sorry. I know it isn't fair of me to tell you this way, in a letter you can't even reply to, but I couldn't bear to meet face to face. I went to Los Gaia in the pod. I wanted to know more about the Paradise Project. What Geist said was true. My parents' project was humanity's last attempt to survive. So many researchers sacrificed their lives for the sake of it, my friends included. So that's why, I'm sorry Erica, but I can't let their sacrifice go to waste. The writing is smudged from here. So I'm going to implement Heaven's Shell. I'm going to the cradle by myself. Don't come after me, please. I'm still grateful for the time you saved me when we'd only just met. You've always fought hard for those around you, but just this once, I'll be the one to take responsibility for people, my people, from Earth. So don't try and stop me. Whatever you do, don't come after me, because we are enemies now. You hear something outside. Are you sure you want to do this alone? Yes. Arya! Erica? Goodbye. Let's go. Arya left. Try talking to your friends in the Castle of Illusion. Right, so we have to head to the Castle of Illusion. Hopefully we'll be able to use this now. And we're going to save it. And that is going to be the end of this episode, unfortunately, guys. The story has took a dramatic twist, and we have in our grasp the power to save one set of humans over the others. And it looks as though Arya is going to go and make that decision without us, as to take the burden of guilt for herself. But I believe that there must be a way that we can save both sets of people. I mean, you know, if they've made a planet and made it habitable, maybe they can make another planet habitable. Yeah, they have the problem of Quietus, but they could implement another Heaven's Shell on a different planet if need be. I mean, that shouldn't be out of their reach either, I wouldn't have thought. But anyway, wow, what a turn to the story. We've went into winter as well, so we'll be planting our new seeds when we go and buy them, that is. And yeah, give me a like and a sub if you've enjoyed the episode. If you've enjoyed the series, your support is always appreciated. And until next time, guys, that's it from me, and I will see you on the flip side.